You just witnessed what millions of years of evolution have created. Patterns that cannot be faked. Africa doesn't create beauty to please anyone, but once you see it, you'll never forget. The problem is, your descendants may never get to see these beauties again. The most beautiful animals in Africa. Africa, the continent of light and life, where nature creates the most perfect paintings of the wild world. From endless plains to crystal clear lakes, from dense ancient forests to vast savannas, each terrain is a living painting. Mystical, pink-colored lakes, deep green rainforests, majestic mountains. Africa contains the planet's most diverse beauty. And in this world live animals bearing extraordinary beauty, favored by creation, perfected by millions of years of evolution. Leopard, Panthera pardus, the seductive king of African ancient forest, the world's best camouflaged big cat. Golden brown fur adorned with black rosette spots. Each individual carries a unique pattern, like nature's fingerprint. Muscular body, length from 1 meter 2 to 1 meter 9, weighing up to 80 kilograms, designed for absolute grace. Each movement is a perfect combination of strength and elegance. Low body, long legs, helping them climb like artists among forest canopies. Lion, Panthera leo, living symbol of the African savanna. Adult males bear thick, majestic manes in golden brown to dark brown. This mane is not just a sign of power. It protects the throat in territorial battles. Also, a health indicator attracting mates. Weight can reach 250 kilograms, but their demeanor is always dignified. Each step exudes the confidence of a ruler. Zebra, Equus quagga, the moving artwork of African grasslands. No two individuals carry the same stripe pattern. Black and white stripes are not just beautiful. They're survival weapons bestowed by creation. When moving in herds, alternating stripes create optical illusions, disrupting predators' vision, making it difficult to identify individual targets. An evolution strategy, both subtle and effective. Giraffe, Giraffa camelopardalis. Currently the world's tallest animal. Height can reach 5.5 meters. Weight up to 1,200 kilograms. Long, graceful neck bearing unique brown-yellow spotted patterns. Each geographic region creates a distinct variation, but all carry natural nobility. Large, gentle eyes, long curved eyelashes, soft gaze, contrasting with massive body, creating a combination both poetic and surprising. Tall legs help them move across savannas with long, majestic strides, each step like a slow dance amid golden grasslands. Flamingo, Phoenicopterus roseus, pink dancer of alkaline lakes. At Lake Bogoria and Nakuru in Kenya, millions of individuals gather, creating brilliant pink silk ribbons stretching across water surfaces. One of the most spectacular sights African nature offers. The distinctive pink color comes from their food, spirulina, algae, and crustaceans containing carotenoids. This pigment accumulates in plumage over time. The special curved beak functions as a natural filter. Birds dip heads underwater, filter thousands of liters of water daily to find tiny food. When flying, flamingo flocks create perfect V formations. Long wings, necks stretched straight, legs extended behind. A highly cinematic image. Greater kudu, Tragelaphus strepsiceros, one of Africa's most noble antelope species. Males bear impressive spiral horns. Spiral horns can grow up to 1.8 meters, twisting in perfect spirals. Each twist is a sign of age and strength. Gray-brown fur bearing slender white stripes, running along the body, helping them blend into bushes when danger approaches. Large, flexible ears, rotating to catch sounds from all directions. Large, vigilant eyes, always observing surroundings. Gray-crowned crane, Balearica regulorum, Uganda's national bird, about 1 meter tall, wingspan up to 2 meters. The golden feather crown on the head is the most recognizable feature. Elegant blue-gray plumage, prominent white cheeks, contrasting black neck. Their courtship dance is one of the most beautiful performances in the bird world. Dancing, wing flapping, bowing, throwing head high. Each movement rhythmic and graceful, like a natural ballet, expressing the bond between the pair, a love lasting a lifetime. Africa, where beauty needs no ostentation, where each creature is a work of art. 2026. These animals are still here, still shining, still need to be protected. African grasslands under dawn light. Here, life unfolds to nature's rhythm. Each new day brings new challenges. Early morning light spreads across the land. Temperature gradually rises. Life begins to awaken. Buffalo herds move slowly across the savanna, seeking food. Calves always stay close to mothers. Not far away, predatory eyes silently watch. Lions hide in tall grass. Distance gradually narrows. Lions, apex predators of this continent. Weight can reach 190 kilograms. Strength concentrated in jaws and claws. Buffalo, weighing nearly 800 kilograms. Thick, hard horns form a natural shield. They live in herds to increase survival chances. When hunting in groups, lions possess clear advantage. They coordinate to separate prey, making success rate increase significantly. Tactics based on synchronized coordination. One individual attracts attention, while others silently approach from different directions. But today, a male lion acts alone. No support from others. The challenge thus becomes much greater. An adult male can still hunt alone when necessary. Its individual strength is still very formidable, but risk also increases correspondingly. The target is a buffalo that's separated from the herd. Safe distance gradually narrowing. Opportunity begins to show clearly. The lion accelerates. In brief seconds, it can reach speeds up to 80 kilometers per hour. All muscle groups mobilized. Buffalo detects danger. Instinct makes it turn to face. Not all prey choose to flee. The one-on-one confrontation begins. Lion tries to approach the flank or neck. Buffalo uses horns as defensive weapon. Buffalo charges at the lion. Sharp horns can cause serious injury. Lion dodges nimbly. The balance of power becomes clear. Buffalo weighs 4 times the lion, and each thrust carries tremendous destructive force. Lion tries to change attack angle, but buffalo always turns to face. Buffalo's tactic is simple, but extremely effective. From afar, sounds of other buffalo ring out. The herd is approaching. The situation begins to change. Another buffalo appears. Now it's 2 against 1. Nearly all the lion's advantages disappear. The entire buffalo herd coordinates attack. One in front, one trying to surround from behind. Lion has no easy escape route. Survival instinct forces the lion to make a decision. It turns and runs. Continuing to fight now is no longer reasonable. In nature, knowing when to retreat is also a survival skill. Injury can lead to slow death. Lion chooses to live to hunt another day. But not every escape goes smoothly. Sometimes, the entire buffalo herd discovers the lion. The situation becomes much more dangerous. A lion is exposed. The buffalo herd immediately surrounds. Numerical advantage completely overwhelming. Lion flees up a tree, terrified. Over 20, buffalo advance. Roars and snorting sounds echo everywhere. Threat comes from all directions. With no other choice, the lion launches itself onto a nearby tree. Climbing ability, rarely used, saved it in this moment. Lion maintains balance standing on a branch about 3 meters high. Below on the ground, the buffalo herd hasn't left yet. They still guard the position, not taking eyes off the enemy. This buffalo behavior isn't revenge. It's herd protection instinct. Eliminating threat is top priority. Time passes. Temperature continues to rise. The buffalo herd begins to thirst, and concentration gradually decreases. A few begin to leave, others follow. The encirclement gradually dissolves. Lion remains in the tree observing the situation. Experience teaches patience. Hasty action could be dangerous. Only when the buffalo herd moves a bit farther does the lion begin to move. It climbs down, each step carefully calculated. Lion quickly seeks hiding place. A large branch lies nearby. It hides behind this natural barrier, creating safe distance. Now, defensive tactics completely replace offensive posture. A few buffalo discover the lion has descended and immediately return. Herd protection instinct activated again. They try to approach, but the lion uses front legs as weapons. Claws sharp as knives, up to 38 millimeters long, unleashed precisely. Each swipe aims not to kill, but to maintain safe distance. Buffalo must retreat to avoid injury. Warning sounds ring out from both sides. Roars responding. Language of direct confrontation. The large branch becomes an effective shield. Buffalo cannot attack head-on, and lion maintains strategic position. Energy on both sides gradually depletes. Temperature exceeds 30 degrees Celsius. Each side's persistence has limits. The standoff drags on. Neither side wants to yield, but survival is more important than confrontation, bringing no desired results. Finally, the buffalo herd leaves again. In the distance, water source is waiting. Basic survival needs have spoken. Lion waits until completely safe, then slowly leaves the barrier. Today, survival is the only victory. Confrontations like this happen daily on African grasslands. No absolute victors, only those who know how to adapt. Lions and buffalo have coexisted for thousands of years. The relationship between hunter and prey shapes both species. Their evolution is intertwined. Currently, African lions are estimated at about 20,000 remaining. Numbers have decreased 43% in the past 3 decades. Habitat is shrinking. Buffalo have larger numbers, about 900,000 individuals. However, the future of both depends on habitat, intact ecosystems. Each encounter between lion and buffalo is part of a larger cycle. Natural balance maintains ecosystem health. Both species are indispensable. The male lion slowly advances towards shade. Its body needs rest. Tomorrow will bring new opportunities. The grassland continues operating to its own rhythm. Afternoon sun gradually softens. Life continues ceaselessly. In the natural world, no battle ends completely. Tomorrow, the cycle will repeat. That is life's nature. Lions and buffalo, hunter and prey. They are two sides of the same story. The existence of one species is bound to the other. Conservation is not just the story of a single species. Each creature holds a distinct role in life's network that needs protection. In 2026, the world stands at an important crossroads. Our direction today determines the future of these species. African grasslands still stand there, unchanging through time. Stories like this will continue to be told, as long as we protect where they unfold. Lion lies still in the darkness, gradually descending. Buffalo gather together as night falls. Life on the grasslands prepares for a new cycle. And between them, the endless battle will continue, not from hatred, but because that's how nature maintains balance. African grasslands, where life and death intertwine, where each day is a lesson about survival, where nature remains master. The dry season in Central Africa has lasted longer than usual. Temperatures rise above 40 degrees Celsius, and the ground cracks like ancient scars. Grasslands, once lush, are now reduced to dry dust. Trees stand bare. Water, the lifeblood of survival, is disappearing day by day. Within a radius of dozens of kilometers, only a single small waterhole remains. The water is thick and muddy, but it is all that's left. Every day, hundreds of animal species gather here, but not all will drink. Here, hierarchy decides who lives. African elephants can endure up to 3 days without water. But when thirst reaches its peak, a full-grown individual may need up to 200 liters a day. Lions depend less on drinking water than elephants, obtaining most of their moisture from prey. However, during extreme droughts, food sources also dwindle. Impalas can reach speeds of up to 90 kilometers per hour, but speed becomes meaningless when there is no water left to drink. Beneath the murky surface of the waterhole, Nile crocodiles can hold their breath for over an hour, silently waiting for a moment of weakness. The elephants arrive first. No other species can stop them. Weighing up to 6 tons, they hold absolute dominance at this waterhole. Their long trunks draw up the muddy water. They do not care whether it is clear or dirty, only that it provides enough moisture to survive another day. A single elephant may take up to 15 minutes to finish drinking. Other animals can only wait. There is no alternative. When the elephants leave, the lions slowly move in. No rush. Calm. Every step radiates power. Lions drink quickly. They dislike the muddy water, but their bodies need moisture. In the dry season, survival instincts always override preference. The impalas retreat even farther. They know that when lions appear, danger multiplies, not only from predators, but from the deadly waterhole itself. After the lions, the weaker species approach. The impalas move forward very slowly. Each step is a choice between life and death. They cannot drink for long like elephants or lions. Only a few quick sips at a time, then heads up, watching, listening, checking before continuing. Meanwhile, beneath the muddy water, the crocodiles silently move closer. No sound, no sign, just waiting for a single mistake. One young impala, driven by thirst, steps deeper than is safe. Just one more step. And that step is the last. The crocodile strikes in an instant. The survival instinct of the crocodile is no different from that of the impala. All act to survive within the same harsh natural cycle. The others remain standing, their thirst still unquenched. Now they must choose, wait longer, or risk everything once more in exchange for life. During the dry season, the waterhole is not just a place to drink. It becomes one of the most effective hunting grounds for lions. When prey lowers its guard to drink, that is when lions attack. A simple but deadly strategy. Yet lions do not always succeed. Impalas possess highly developed escape instincts, limiting hunting success to only around 30%. Extreme heat quickly exhausts both predator and prey. A prolonged chase can mean death for both sides. As a result, lions learn to conserve energy. They strike only when success is almost certain, an adaptation to unforgiving conditions. Africa's dry seasons are growing longer each year. By 2026, average temperatures have risen by about 2 degrees Celsius compared to a decade earlier. Waterholes once scattered across the savanna are disappearing, forcing animals to converge on the few remaining sources. This concentration increases competition and tension, pushing mortality rates of young animals up by as much as 50% during the dry season. Yet life remains resilient. The species here have endured thousands of years of adaptation. The question is whether they still have enough time. As the sun sets, temperatures slowly fall. The animals gain one more day of survival. Tomorrow, the cycle will repeat. This small waterhole is more than a place to drink. It is a crossroads of life and death, where the laws of nature are laid bare. In a rapidly changing world, waterholes like this are becoming increasingly precious. Protecting them means protecting life itself. The sun rises over the Serengeti Plains. The first light pierces the thin morning mist. A new day begins in Africa. This land is home to millions of living creatures, from tiny insects to massive elephants. Each species plays its role in the cycle of life. But here, life and death are tightly intertwined. Predators are an essential part of this world, maintaining balance within the ecosystem. Today we explore hunting strategies refined through millions of years of evolution, from raw power to complex technique. Lion, Panthera leo, Africa's largest big cat. Adult males weigh up to 190 kilograms and can reach speeds of 80 kilometers per hour. Lions hunt cooperatively, led primarily by lionesses. Their strategy relies on coordination, surrounding prey from multiple directions. Their primary weapon is the jaw. Canines reach up to 8 centimeters in length, curved and razor sharp. Bite force exceeds 650 psi. Strong enough to pierce thick hide and muscle. Their claws are retractable, measuring up to 38 millimeters, curved like blades. During the attack, claws extend to grip prey tightly, preventing escape. The final strike targets the throat or muzzle. The lower jaw clamps upward, the upper jaw presses down, crushing the neck or sealing the airway. The prey suffocates within minutes. This is evolution at work, not cruelty, but survival instinct. Lions regulate herbivore populations across the savanna. Leopard, Panthera pardus, named for the rosette patterns on its coat. Adult males weigh between 30 and 70 kilograms. Smaller than lions, but exceptionally agile. Leopard claws retract fully and are razor sharp, enabling astonishing climbing ability in tall trees. Canines measure around 5 centimeters. Powerful jaw muscles allow a sustained grip on prey. Bite force ranges from 300 to 310 pounds per square inch, weaker than a lion's, but perfectly optimized for a solitary hunting strategy. The leopard relies on ambush. It stalks within 5 meters before launching a sudden, explosive attack, claws locking onto the prey. The killing bite targets the throat. Smaller prey are bitten at the back of the neck. Larger animals are strangled until they suffocate. Precise and efficient. Afterwards, the leopard drags its kill into a tree, sometimes heavier than its own body weight, using jaw strength and full body power. Spotted hyena, Crocuta crocuta, one of the most misunderstood predators. In reality, a highly skilled hunter, living in clans of up to 80 individuals. Its greatest asset is its jaw. Bite force reaches up to 1,100 pounds per square inch. The strongest among carnivores of comparable size, nearly twice that of a lion. Specialized molars are thick, wide, and bone-hard, capable of crushing large bones, something no other predator can do, including lions. Hyenas hunt through endurance, chasing prey until it collapses from exhaustion, sometimes over many kilometers. Speed kills are unnecessary. This strategy is the result of evolution. In nature, there is no concept of mercy. Hyenas also serve as the Savanna's cleanup crew. African wild dog, Lycaon pictus. Its scientific name means painted wolf. No two coats are alike. Each individual is unique. Wild dogs hunt in highly organized packs, achieving an astonishing 80% success rate, the highest among African predators, surpassing lions and leopards. Their canines are sharp and about 5 centimeters long, but their true weapon lies in the rear teeth, delivering rapid, repeated bites. The strategy is to exhaust and bleed prey gradually, not with a single fatal bite, but with hundreds of small wounds, fast and efficient. Bite force measures around 340 pounds per square inch, weaker than lions or hyenas, but compensated by speed, numbers, and teamwork. Nile crocodile, Crocodilus niloticus, the most ancient predator on this list, over 200 million years old, reaching lengths of 6 meters and weighing more than 700 kilograms. The Nile crocodile possesses the strongest bite force on Earth, up to 3,700 pounds per square inch, powerful enough to crush a buffalo's skull. No land animal rivals it. Its conical canines, 7 to 8 centimeters long, are designed for gripping, not chewing. Once embedded in muscle, escape is nearly impossible. The crocodile employs the infamous death roll, spinning violently after locking its jaws, tearing flesh from bone with devastating efficiency. Each predator has evolved along a unique path. Lions rely on strength and cooperation. Leopards combine jaw power with climbing skill. Hyenas wield unmatched bone-crushing jaws. Wild dogs depend on teamwork. Crocodiles deliver the most powerful bite on the planet. Each is perfect in its own way, and all are essential to the African savanna. Across the vast African plains, early sunlight filters through a thin veil of mist. This is a kingdom shared by hundreds of species. Beneath the illusion of harmony lie constant, unexpected encounters. Every animal carries its own tools for survival. Beneath thorny trees, inside cool underground burrows, lives a creature marked by striking black and white fur, the honey badger. Its name comes from its habit of raiding beehives, but its true reputation is built on an uncompromising attitude toward life in the wild. The black underbelly and pale gray-white back form a bold warning signal. Stay away. Weighing only 9 to 16 kilograms, the honey badger is built for power. Long, sharp claws serve as formidable weapons for both attack and defense. It possesses the thickest skin of any mammal. A 6-millimeter layer protects it from leopard claws and even cobra venom. Its resistance to venom is not absolute, but sufficient to survive. After a bite, it may fall unconscious for hours, then wake and continue as if nothing happened. Another unique weapon is its scent glands. When threatened, the honey badger releases a powerful, foul odor that disorients enemies. An omnivore by nature, it feeds on rodents, venomous snakes, fruit, but its favorite target remains beehives. When a hive is found, thousands of angry bees are no deterrent. Thick fur and tough skin allow the honey badger to push through the swarm. It even shares a remarkable partnership with the honey guide bird. The bird leads the way, the badger breaks the hive, and both feast. One afternoon on the Savanna, a honey badger digs in search of rodents. Nearby, a clan of spotted hyenas notices it. With numbers on their side, the hyenas approach, but the honey badger does not flee. It stops, turns, and growls in warning. The lead hyena moves closer. Instantly, the honey badger charges, claws swinging. The hyena recoils. Others attempt to circle from behind, but the badger pivots quickly, always facing every direction at once. After minutes of tension, the hyenas decide the prey is not worth the risk. They withdraw, seeking an easier meal. An encounter with a lion is different. A young male lion approaches a resting honey badger, 190 kilograms versus 12. The honey badger shows no fear. Its fur bristles. It hisses violently and advances straight toward the lion. A direct challenge. Despite its size advantage, the lion often chooses to back away. It understands that bites to the face, eyes, or sensitive areas are injuries not worth risking. African wild dogs pose a more complex threat. They hunt in highly coordinated packs of 10 to 15 individuals. When surrounded, the honey badger adopts a defensive strategy, pressing against cover, exposing only one direction of attack, neutralizing numerical advantage. From this position, it confronts attackers head-on. Any dog that comes close meets sharp claws and powerful jaws. What gives wild dogs pause is not aggression, but calculation. Is this prey worth the injury? In most cases, the answer is no. The energy cost and risk outweigh the reward of such a small target. This is the honey badger's greatest weapon, not raw strength, but the ability to force predators to reconsider their choice. Biologists call this a cost-benefit strategy. The honey badger turns every attack into a losing investment. In the savanna ecosystem, honey badgers help control rodent and reptile populations. Yet they face growing threats, habitat loss from agriculture, conservation programs now work with local communities to create shared spaces where humans and honey badgers can coexist. The honey badger, small but never weak. Proof that in nature, strength does not come from size alone. As night falls over the African plains, the honey badger continues its journey, solitary but never insignificant.
Under the bright midday sun on the Masai Mara grasslands in Kenya, an African porcupine stands still on the bank of the Talak River, its back covered in black and white quills fanned out like a cloak. It only seems like a root eater, waddling, slow, no speed, no fangs. Yet a single touch of those hollow quills can leave a predator with deep, stubborn wounds. How did a creature that looks this clumsy end up on the do not try list for experienced lions and leopards? At high noon in the Masai Mara of Kenya, the grasslands fall briefly quiet after several herds of antelope have swept through. An African porcupine climbs out of an old aardvark burrow and steps silently onto an open patch of ground beside the Talak River. Its body is round, its legs short, its back covered in black and white quills as hard as needles, fanning slightly with every breath. It digs for roots and gnaws on a dry bone to top up its calcium, the crunching sound ticking steadily under the sun. Few would guess that this waddling creature in broad daylight belongs to one of Africa's largest rodents, weighs about as much as a dog, and usually spends the day hidden underground, coming out only when the heat softens or after dark. A hot gust sweeps across the grass, carrying the scent of fur and dust. Among the old tracks pressed into the red earth, a new print appears, deeper and broader, the footprint of a big cat that's just passed by. The camera skims low along the game trail, gliding past clumps of dried antelope droppings, then settles on the tawny shape of a lioness lying flat in the tall grass, eyes locked on the porcupine. For her, porcupine is an irregular item on the menu like zebra or impala, but that dark, slow-moving shape looks like an easy chance in the hunger of midday. The air seems to slow for a beat. Only the soft buzz of insects and the faint drip of water from a distant bend of the taluk remain. The porcupine keeps its head down, but its back begins to arch higher, not from fear, but as an automatic response when it feels something moving in the air. Its hearing is far better than its clumsy frame suggests, small ears tuned to low, heavy sounds, like weighted footsteps on the ground. It pauses for half a second, tests the scent, then changes course, shuffling out into a more open patch where it can swing its back around with ease. This is when its armor truly comes into play. The rustle of grass behind it announces the moment of impact. The lioness presses herself even lower. Each padded step lands without a clear sound, only a slight shiver through the dry stems. When the distance is right, she explodes forward, her dark gold body launching like an arrow. The camera freezes the instant the porcupine whirls around, its back and rump erupting into a forest of black and white quills, standing upright like a steel brush. Its tail vibrates hard, hollow quills knocking together with a dry rattle, like a warning shaker in the grass. Instead of bolting, the porcupine backs up in firm, deliberate steps, always keeping its back and rump aimed at the danger. It's a defensive strategy honed over millions of years of evolution, turn the entire body into a moving shield, constantly pushing the weapon side toward the attacker. The lioness comes in from the flank, trying to hook at the head, or the belly, the softer zones with fewer quills. But just as her claws reach in, the porcupine snaps backward with a powerful shove, driving the cluster of short, thick hip quills into her chest and front leg. At such close range, the loosely rooted quills pop free from the porcupine's skin and sink deep into the soft flesh on the other side. In close-up, each spine looks like a tiny spear of keratin, some with fine grooves and microscopic barbs at the tip that make them extremely hard to pull out. Contrary to the old shooting quills myth, porcupines don't fire them like arrows, they simply need to get close enough to hit. When the lioness recoils, her chest, shoulder, and one foreleg are bristling with black and white spikes, each one trembling with every pained growl. None of these wounds is instantly fatal on its own, but together they form a map of pain, especially in a hot, humid climate where infection is always waiting for an opening. Dazed, the lioness retreats toward the shade of an acacia thicket, limping as she goes, stopping to bite and lick at whatever quills she can reach. The roar that began as a challenge breaks into ragged, broken sounds, tangled with shallow, rapid breaths. Studies from East African reserves have documented big cats carrying porcupine quills in their bodies for weeks, even months. developing deep infections, wasting away, and sometimes dying. In the world of hunters, death doesn't always arrive with a slash of claws. Sometimes it begins with a single, tiny spine. The porcupine holds its ground for a few seconds, quills still raised, ears tilted toward the noise of the retreating predator. When the distance feels safe, it slowly lets the spines sink back down, its outline shrinking, until it once again looks like a messy black and white bundle of fur. A few shed quills lie scattered on the soil, the physical traces of the encounter, and will soon be replaced as new ones grow in. The porcupine lowers its head and returns to its routine, digging for roots, gnawing on bones, playing the nameless gardener of the savanna as it turns the soil and spreads seeds without anyone paying attention. Evening starts to fall over the Masai Mara. The slanting light makes the quills left on the ground shine like tiny shards of glass. In the distance, the limping, a silhouette of the lioness disappears behind a rise of grass, each step a reminder of today's wrong choice of prey. Perhaps next time she'll wait for antelope or zebra, lower risk targets, even if they demand longer, more draining chases. On a savanna where predators usually seem to control the story, sometimes a quiet coat of quills is enough to turn the whole plot around. As the frame slowly pulls back, the African porcupine becomes just a small black and white speck in a sea of golden grass. Lions and leopards are reduced to memories of missed pounces on this patch of plains. In a world where speed and muscle usually take center stage, one quiet question hangs over the fading sky. In the race for survival, is it really teeth and claws that matter most? Or the silent defenses strong enough to make even a king step back? The cheetah, slender, almost fragile, roams the Masai Mara in Kenya. It lacks the bulk of a lion. It lacks the crushing jaws of a leopard. Yet it carries a weapon no other predator can match: pure speed. How can such a delicate frame transform into the fastest land animal on Earth? At dawn on the Serengeti plains of northern Tanzania, the first light spreads across an endless ocean of golden grass. Mist lingers over the banks of the Grumeti River, where herds of Thompson's gazelles gather to drink. The scene looks calm, yet danger waits in silence. Hidden low in the grass, a slender shadow fixes its eyes on a target. The cheetah, the hunter of speed. Unlike lions that vanish into tall grass, or leopards that perch high in the acacia trees, the cheetah must gamble on open ground. Its body has been shaped by evolution into a weapon built for speed. A long, flexible spine like a spring, light bones, slim legs, a tail that works like a rudder, and an oversized chest to house powerful lungs and a racing heart. Every detail serves one purpose: acceleration. This is the fastest land animal on Earth, capable of breaking 100 kilometers an hour. Yet that burst lasts less than a minute. Beyond that, the body overheats and the engine fails. This female has been watching the gazelles since sunrise. She singles out a young one straying from its mother. Her chest rises, then explosion. In just 3 seconds, she reaches the velocity of a sports car at full throttle. Each stride covers 7 meters. Air rips past her body, legs strike the earth like drums. The gazelle veers left, then right. The cheetah's tail whips like a rudder, correcting each turn. Then, the strike. Claws latch, a body crashes to the dust. In an instant, the chase is over, but triumph is fleeting. Her heart pounds over 200 beats a minute. Heat floods her muscles. She collapses beside the kill, gasping. And at that moment, the scavengers arrive. 3 hyenas lumber out from the riverbank, circling, laughing. Their strength and numbers overwhelm her. Within minutes, the gazelle is theirs. For the cheetah, speed wins the hunt, but rarely the meal. On these plains, half of all successful chases end in theft. Across the border, in Kenya's Masai Mara, a different story unfolds. 3 male cheetahs form a coalition, often brothers from the same litter. Unlike solitary females, they hunt together, turning weakness into strategy. Their target today, a strong adult gazelle. The chase erupts. One drives the herd, another cuts the angle, and the third delivers the final blow. Dust explodes, hooves scatter. Within seconds, victory. This time the meal belongs to them. Cooperation, rare among big cats, has tipped the balance. Back in the Serengeti, near the edge of the Ngorongoro Reserve, a mother cheetah walks with her 3 cubs, barely 8 weeks old. They tumble through the grass, still clueless about the hunt. For her, every step is survival and a lesson. She picks a smaller prey to demonstrate. Stalk, burst, strike. These moments will decide their future. The odds are brutal. Up to 70% of cubs die in their first year, taken by lions, hyenas, even eagles. Those who survive carry the legacy of speed. Yet speed is always a gamble. Near the Mara River one evening, another female makes the wrong choice, an adult gazelle too strong. The chase drags on beyond a minute. Her stride falters, her lungs scream, her body overheats. She stumbles, collapses, gasping in the dust. The limits of biology revealed, unmatched velocity, but no endurance. That is the price of extreme evolution. As the sun dips behind the acacias, the Serengeti turns crimson. This is the golden hour for cheetahs when lions are still hidden and hyenas have not yet gathered. They rarely hunt by night. Their eyes cannot pierce the darkness like true nocturnal hunters. Instead, they master timing, choosing the narrow window when the plains are theirs alone. The cheetah will never rule the savanna, but it remains essential. By taking the young, the weak, it keeps the herds healthy, the ecosystem in balance. Its fragile presence is proof that survival does not always belong to the strongest. Sometimes it belongs to the swiftest. In the fading light, a mother and her cubs vanish into the tall grass of the Serengeti. The wind swallows their tracks, and one question lingers. In a world ruled by power and dominance, will speed alone be enough to secure their future?